For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Chris Richardson Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you guys battled through this last week against Fairmont State and Frostburg. The offense continues its success. Talk about this past week and kind of what you saw from your guys.
Our offense is playing well, but what I see is a team that has to defend at a much higher level if it wants to win games. Our offense is good. We have a lot of guys that can make shots. We've got, a group that enjoys playing together and passes the ball. And so that part's good. But you cannot win at a high level in a league as good as the Mountain East if you don't defend. And right now we are not playing near well enough on the defensive end, don't have near enough urgency. We did have urgency for portions of those two games, but you can't play portions. You got to play a full 40 minutes or whatever it takes when you're playing, whether you're playing Fairmont, Frostburg, Glenville, Concord, Charleston, Franciscan. It doesn't matter. There's a right way to play the game, and that includes being locked in and urgent on the defensive end. And we gotta do that. Bottom line.
And looking at that Frostburg State game, obviously not the result you wanted, but what lessons do you take from that matchup as you continue this stretch here in January?
Just we got to come out ready to go. Yes, we're over there, travel over in the morning and you got a long day. There's all these reasons that if you're looking for a way out, if you're looking for an excuse, you can find it, right? But winners don't make excuses, and we got to come out ready to go. We got to come out ready to go, and it starts with me getting our team ready to go. Got to start the game with much more urgency on the defensive end, much more intensity, and really take pride in shutting the other team down and taking them out of what they're trying to do. Everybody tries to do that to us, and we've had some moments where teams have done that. And so you can't always rely on outscoring people. You got to defend, and like I said, with the first question, if we don't defend at a higher level, our results aren't going to change.
And one of the guys, haven't talked about him much this year, but had a pretty good game against Frostburg State. Kobe Tigney off the bench, leads the team with 4 assists, season-high 9 points. Talk about his growth over these last couple of games and what's been working for him.
Yeah, he's getting healthier and healthier. Kobe's a vet, played a lot of minutes at Alderson Broadus before he got hurt midway through last season. Played in the Division I program in Radford. And he's a guy who does take pride in the defensive end, and that's why he played more the other day, because he does take pride in the defensive end. So like that, love his unselfishness. Just gives us a veteran presence, and he did. He gave us good minutes the other day.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, as you look ahead to this week, talk about the defensive side you guys are working on. Talk about some of the things you're doing in practice to kind of improve that defensive end.
It really starts with ball pressure. Just got to improve our ball pressure. You can be late to rotations. You can be maybe even get clipped by a screen. None of that's acceptable. But if you have great ball pressure, you help your teammates behind you cover up their mistakes. They have time to alleviate their mistakes if we have great ball pressure. If you don't have great ball pressure, it doesn't matter what's happening behind you. So everything starts with ball pressure. Think of it, in football terms. You and I talk football a lot. If you're letting the quarterback sit back and throw and be comfortable, he's probably going to find someone open eventually. He's going to make a positive play. It's the same thing in basketball. Got to get to the quarterback. Got to make the passer, got to make the playmaker feel a little bit of pressure. And so we've got to improve in that area.
And looking ahead, you got your first matchup against Glenville State here on Wednesday before you come back home on Saturday. Talk about this matchup with Glenville. You guys have had some close games here the last couple of years. What's this matchup looking like for you?
Playing at a high level. Coach Bolin did a great job, even though he got on board kind of late in the coaching carousel process last summer. Did a great job of adding some talent to an already talented program. They can really score, and they're very fast. They're very quick. And they're really good at home. They've been good home and away as of late, but they've been really good at home pretty much all year. And so we'll have our hands full down there. We've got to have that mentality from the start. Just come out ready to play. Come out ready to play, and it's a Mountain East game. Nobody in the Mountain East is going to give you anything. It's grown man basketball, and you got to go out and take it. And so Glenville's our next opportunity to do that.
And finally, talk about some of the things, how you're kind of turning the page from last week and heading into this new week with new opportunities.
Yeah, you just cannot accept the results, and you got to learn from them. We had a lengthy and very honest film session yesterday before practice, and then we went out and had a very intense practice. And the thing that gives me a lot of optimism going into this week is I said what I had to say in film, but it was really our players. It was our leaders. It was our captains that really stepped up and continue to assume the mantle of leadership. And coach-led teams can win some games and do some good things, but player-led teams can do so much more. And so as long as our players continue to take accountability and then carry that accountability out to the practice floor and onto game night where it's not just words, it's actions, then we'll get better. And I got a lot of hope for this team and a lot of confidence in this team and a lot of belief in this team. And I know this team knows that we're better than we're playing right now.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.